Friday. It's December, so the holidays are coming. It's not quite as cold as it should be here in Texas, but you know, I'll take what I can get. So, welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome Sierra and Bolo. Let's see who else do we had. We had Mihainik. We had Jacob in the chat. Welcome back, Jacob. Good to see you. Could make it again. I saw Graveline in there and Walla as well. Welcome to the stream on this lovely, lovely Friday. And I hope that you guys are ready for some BTA, because that is what we've got. And there's Caffeinated Lemur wandering in. Welcome, Lemur, to the Friday stream. Hopefully you're having a good Friday so far. And Tangent, first time chatter in the chat. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. You got here just in time because we're just getting started. So yeah, again, hopefully everybody's having a good Friday, and we are going to get straight down to business to defeat the Huns. And here we are, in the Argo, as you do, and god damn it, here we go already. Sierra with the gift and sub, and Bolo gifting 10 subs right away at the very beginning of the chat. So for you guys, if you got a sub, be sure to thank these two insanely generous individuals. Sierra, Bolo, thank you once again for the gift subs. Thank you for supporting the stream as you do. Once again, you do not have to do that, but thank you so much. It means a lot. And again, if you got gifted a sub, be sure to thank these folks, because they shouldn't do that. I have asked them many times not to do that, and they continue to do it anyway. I can't physically stop them, so the best I can do is thank them. And Serini Hunts, I see you there in the chat. Welcome to the Friday stream. Yeah, and Texas never really could handle real cold. The problem with Texas is we have our own power grid rather than a national power grid. And if you know anything about the United States and capitalism, then you know that whenever you privatize anything essential, it's a recipe for disaster. Just look at the American healthcare system for a perfect example of exactly what I'm talking about. But it's about the same where it pertains to the Texas power grid. And that's just the power grid. That's not even getting into everything else. But anyway, chat, before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know I did a bad thing. So I have to explain. I will explain, so don't get out the torches and pitchforks just yet. But I did a thing that I'm not supposed to do, and I played a mission off stream. Now, again, let me explain, because I know that I don't typically do that. I like you guys to be here for the whole experience. I want you to see everything that happens, so that way you can be in it. But I did a mission. I did not do the search and rescue mission. I did the remaining mission on this planet, the target acquisition mission, because I had never done one of those before. I did not know how they worked. So in between streams, I went ahead and did the target acquisition that was available on this planet. Now, I was not going to save the game, but I also wasn't going to record it, except some really amazing stuff happened, and I felt like it was too good not to keep the results. So you may notice that the Disco Inferno is currently in the mech bay getting some repairs. That is because they got grappled by some Salamander battle armor. And if you know anything about Salamander battle armor, they mostly have flamethrowers. Now, I thought it was extremely amusing that battle armor that mostly uses flamers decided to latch on to a fire starter and then attempt to take it down that way. It was actually kind of hilarious. But I spent like 6 turns just with Erst doing stop, drop, and roll on the ground the entire mission, trying to get these battle armor to leave him alone, and they just wouldn't do it. And eventually I had to melt them with plasma rifles, and that. Speaking of plasma rifles, the other reason that I decided to go ahead and save the progress was because not only did we get a buttload of Kit Fox parts out of random salvage, but we also got full salvage on another Rifleman 2C, because our man's game master, in typical fashion, took one random, unaimed shot at this Rifleman 2C and took the head off in a single shot with the Gauss rifle from the Rommel. And I couldn't turn that down. I absolutely could not turn that down. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I don't know if we'll end up tearing it down and selling it. But being able to get full salvage on a Rifleman 2C because of a lucky headshot seemed too good to let it go. So that's why I kept the mission. Otherwise, I would have just done it to test how the mission works, and you guys never would have known anything about it. But that's my explanation. Again, hopefully it's a good enough explanation, and I promise I will not make a habit of doing missions outside of stream hours. So I figured I would at least tell you guys how that mission went down, and you can just imagine in your head, you know, the pogger's face that I was making when the Rifleman 2C went down in a single shot. And Alejandre, welcome to the stream on a Friday. Hopefully you're having a good one. You made it, and you did make it early in the stream. We actually just started up, so congratulations. I mean, is there an easier way to remove power armor other than just flopping on the ground? Because it worked, it's just they kept jumping back on him over and over again. Yeah? Ah, you know what? That would do it. That would do it. Just fire the Davy Crockett. I mean, we don't really need the Disco Inferno, right? And Sierra, again, with the massive generosity and massive chicken, gifting a sub to Jimbo. And I'm just going to call you Jimbo, because that's a lot of 9s. But Jimbo, there you go. You're already thanking Sierra for the gift sub. And again, Sierra, thank you very much for the generosity. You do not have to do it, but we appreciate it. So enough of me flapping my jaws. I mean, you're right, Sierra, you're right. I can't even argue with that. But instead of flapping my jaws, let's first off hit the mech bay, because I wanted to do something real quick with our Hunchback 4N. So, you know, we already have the Babyback Heretic, which, you know, of course, we took the 4G, and originally we had plasma rifles on this thing, but I took the plasma rifles out to put them into the Rifleman 2C that we have, and we stuck ERPPCs in them. Now, I have finally figured out why the 4N is faster than the 4G. And it's actually a pretty simple explanation. So if you look at the 4G, in theory, it should be faster. It has a 275 engine in it, right? So you would think that it would move farther than the 4N that we have. However, I didn't realize until I went and looked in the mech bay again, but we have mask on this 4N. And not only that, we have a smaller engine in it. And yet, the 4N is actually faster. So what I have decided I'm going to do is make some slight modifications to both of these to turn this Hunchback into another one of the Babybacks. And then I'm going to add mask to the Babyback as well, so that they'll both be fast. Graveline says they have 5 minis to finish for a Warhammer project, and then you're going to start painting Tenori Tigers. Well, thank you very much for liking our default paint scheme and deciding to incorporate it in your hobby paintings. I'm glad that it has left the kind of impression on you that makes you want to paint up some minis. But yeah, so this will be actually a very quick and dirty refit, since I already know exactly what we need to do. We're going to drop the heat sinks, drop all the ammo, and this is probably going to take a minute, but that's okay. I'm also going to match engines, and we will drop a 270 in this puppy. And then we need the ERPPCs, the same ones that we put into the previous one. We don't actually need the Clan Pharaoh anymore because we don't have any ammunition. And then we need the heat sink kits, which honestly, I wonder, because we have some, can I just use the regular double heat sink kits so we can use up some of those? Since we're not going to be putting much else in this thing. Let me see. That's still 27 heat. We still need to cram some more heat sinks into this thing. That's too heavy. It's too heavy. Why you do this? Why you do this? Well, now I gotta go look at the baby back because I don't remember what we did with it. Oh, don't you worry, Jacob. We are going to heresy the shit out of this other hunchback. I don't remember what I did that made this thing work, because we do have good heat dissipation on this, and I don't know why. It might be because we have the 275 in it, and that's giving us just one more heat sink. Yeah, that's weird. That is super weird. Are they not the same weight? Are they not the same weight? I'm very confused. I didn't actually test this refit, chat. It's just something that popped into my head. Let me see. So we got the Clan XL, we got the 275. If I downgrade that to a 270, what does that do? It just gives us a half a... Oh, mama. Hold on. I'm brainstorming here. Because we have this right here, light tag. Look at that. Now we can have tag on our frontline mechs. Alright, so we need the clan doubles. We need 7 heat sinks. And I need to put the mask in this thing. Mask. Pal. Alright. Now, what the hell did I do with this thing? Chat, I've confused myself. I know this happens often. Yeah? But, I have confused myself. And Mara resubscribing first thing back in the chat for 2 months. Mara, thank you very much for the 2 months. Glad to see you back. Glad you could join us for a Friday stream. Yeah, you caught me in the middle of being very, very confused about why I can't make this design work all of a sudden. Because I didn't really do a very good job of test fitting. You know what? Screw it. We're not going to do that right now. We'll do it later. We will do it later, chat. I'm not going to waste a bunch of time in the mech lab. Because we got a pilot to save. And here's our search and rescue. So we are going to get right into this. We got a man down on the field. And by God, we're going to get him back. So of course we're going to go max salvage. Because that's the only acceptable way to negotiate a contract. BATTLETECH. There we go. Alright, Erst, unfortunately, has got to sit this one out because the Disco Inferno is damaged. Let's see. Everybody else is good, though, right? Yeah, looks like it. Alright, so we just need a replacement, and let me see. Who do we want to... You know what? We haven't actually taken the Executioner out since we did our test drive with it. So I think this is going to be our inaugural. You are correct, Sierra. It is Dark Sarah that we had to rescue. They punched out of a hunchback last stream, and it was completely random chance, but now we have to go recover them. And Digital Arc, thank you very much for the 500 bits, and for whatever stupid reason, my bits alert is still not fixed, and I cannot figure out why. But thank you very much. They said pizza, drinks, mini mechs to paint, and a Maria stream. A fine way to usher in the weekend. I agree. I would like some pizza and drinks. I have the drinks. Not so much pizza, though. But yeah, for those of you that were not here, we have Eddie Laserhands as our executioner. It currently has a rack 5 and 6 heavy lasers, medium heavy lasers. It actually has no hands, and that's why we called it Eddie Laserhands. So yeah, let's go. Let's go rescue Dark Sarah, get him back. For those of you that don't remember, I still have bad memories from the very first stream when one of our pilots punched out and we were not able to recover them because our Lance and our pilots were in such bad shape, and it was the very, very beginning of the campaign, so we had no reserves and we just had to let them go. And that was our first person to go on the memorial wall, and I still feel bad about it. So, I vowed on that day, never again. We're never going to leave a man behind again. Or a woman behind. We are never going to leave one of our people behind if we can avoid it. So yeah. Hopefully this will be the answer to the question that we've always asked, which is, if somebody Like, if we have to go do search and rescue and we get money, who's actually paying for that? Like, is the pilot paying us to rescue them, or what? Oh, and I see you there. Caffeinated lemur, redeeming to be put in the game. Well, again, lemur, you probably already know, but there's a waiting list. We don't currently have any pilots open, but I will put you on the list. There we go. Yeah, maybe it's an insurance policy, Graveleye. You can say that, Sierra. You can do the whole, like, heroic sacrifice thing. Unfortunately, we don't have any heroic, like, last stand music to play over the loudspeakers as we fly away, so I don't know if it'll be worth it. It's up to you to make that decision. Alright, so we've got poor visibility, it's a night mission, but thankfully we have some pilots with decent tactics, so once we get close enough, we should have a good idea what we're up against. Oh, I'm aware, Sierra, that's why I wanted to let you know up front, like, you know, I know what you're imagining, but it's probably not going to go down that way. So, I'm just looking at the terrain here, and I don't know if we'll be able to go down this hill. But if we can't, we might actually be trapped in this valley. That would be unfortunate.
Copy that.
So I really hope that we can go down that hill, because this is going to be a very interesting mission, if not.
Got it.
There's our first enemy contact, so we should be good to start laying into people at the beginning of the next turn. We're just outside of sensor range, unfortunately.
There. Okay.
And then Bamboozle and our man's Game Master.
Aye, aye.
Honestly, the ballista, I don't even think it's worth moving, but we'll go ahead and move up here, get some elevation. And we'll send Old Man Karos ahead to do the scouting as usual. Yeah, that's very possible. We may need a second search and rescue team to rescue our search and rescue team.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you
Assuming
want?
that we can't get out of this valley. So let's see, we
Oh, I don't like
can...
going fast. It's scary.
There we go, we got visual on... Well, we don't have the vehicle, but we have another Cephalus, and we know it has some battle armor on it. They've got spawn protection, but we have lasers.
You're
No
gonna
sense
press
in
all
not
the
taking the
buttons
shot.
and you can't stop me.
Alright, let's see what the clanners are gonna do. Absolutely nothing. Works for me. Can we? Alright, outstanding. We can get out of the valley. So first thing I'm gonna do is put Ost up high so he can put those AC-5s to use. And let's see what this vehicle is.
Got a lock.
Heavy-wheeled APC. Looks like it's got machine guns. And an Odin scout tank. Wow, we haven't seen one of those in a while. I don't think we've seen them at all this campaign. And that one is not a huge threat, so I think we'll be okay.
Confirmed.
Next up, let's just go ahead and move forward.
Taking it.
Oh, right, you got sensor lock as well. So let's see, is there anything else that we have on scanner that we do not know what it is? Doesn't look like it. What is this battle armor? I guess we can't tell. That's alright. That is okay.
Yeah. Double time. Let's go.
Alright. I mean, a search and rescue mission, but I am still kind of hoping that we'll get some decent salvage, since I did take like 11 picks on this mission. And it would be very disappointing if we go out here and we blow everything up and it's just a Cephalus and a couple of APCs.
Awaiting orders.
That would be a pretty big disappointment for me. However, we gotta remember, we gotta remember, we're here to rescue the pilot first. So, salvage opportunities come second. You guys are making me nervous. No, Bolo, you are not deployed on this mission. But now you're making me curious because you're talking about the thing in hushed tones over there in the corner of chat.
What's up, boss? Hightailing it.
Remember, it doesn't sound less conspiratorial when you whisper it. I'm just saying.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, alright. I think this is going to be another one of those missions where we spend more time trying to get to the objective than we do actually fighting.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not entirely sure why the game has seen fit to do this since we got to clan space. Well, see, when you say it like that, Sierra, I can't forget about it. But that's not how that works.
On the trigger.
Did we really not hit anything?
Guess Mama's gonna have to try it again.
Yeah, apparently we just missed every shot. Off to a good start there, Davius. Off to a good start. Alright, let's see. Once again, the Eddie Laserhands is still like one of the fastest mechs that we have on the field, and it's also a 95-ton assault mech.
No retreat.
Mounting? There we go. That was a whole lot of AMS fire, and I don't think we actually... Oh, no, I'm sorry. We hit one. One out of the 2 missiles. Correct, Mara. We do, in fact, house a assault mech. We got it, I think, 2 streams ago. It's a 95-ton Executioner that we got from a... What was it? Titan Attack or something? It's some kind of base defense mission where you're guaranteed to run into at least 1 assault mech. So yes, we have finally moved on up to assault mech territory. Let's see. You know what? We can just get Karo straight to the objective behind these donkeys. That way we can make sure we recover our person while everybody else is busy destroying vehicles and light mechs. Alright, let's see.
Ready for orders.
Ost, you are now in your elevated position, and oh yeah, you got a good shot on that APC. You know what, we'll go one farther, and we'll even precise strike straight into the side armor.
Let's see how you handle this.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Incidentally, Karos was extremely useful during the target acquisition mission because he can basically ignore terrain and is also super fast. So I was able to just run around to all of the little beacon areas, and the only real threat on the field was the Rifleman 2C, which we then one-shotted on the second turn. So Karos didn't actually catch a whole lot of flack, literally or figuratively, during that mission.
Aye, Skipper. Full speed. No target.
And speaking of Graveline, here we go. Let's go ahead and precise strike on this donkey. He's only got 4 evasion, so with precise strike, we ought to have decent chances to hit.
Here we go.
And there you go. That's another light vehicle down.
I need a new target.
Not that there was any doubt that 4 shots from a plasma rifle was going to do the job.
Receiving you. On the move. Full speed.
But now we got to get over the hill, and hopefully they don't send their elementals out to rodeo us first thing. I'm hoping that we'll have at least a little bit of distance to deal with the elementals before they get into melee range with us.
Hey.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this This is the 4N Hunchback that has the mask, and you can see, like, how much farther we're able to move with this thing. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and take the full Alpha Strike on the Cephalus. Maybe we get lucky and leg it or something.
This is enough.
Well, you know what? I'll take a right arm destroyed.
Maybe things are looking up.
Listen, Graveline, I know you said dice luck, but my brain did not read it that way initially.
Have orders?
I'm not gonna say what my brain read that as, but if you have an imagination, you can probably figure it out.
Locking on target.
Yeah, it has been a little while since we saw Battletecha on the field, but again, as I said last stream, I am going to try and get our battle armor pilots into mechs, since, tactically speaking, we are kind of phasing out battle armor. So I want to make sure that we get the battle armor pilots into mechs proper. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about on the Hunchback thing, so... The reason that I was looking at refitting the Hunchbacks is because I know, like, this is the cult of bad tactical decisions, and we don't necessarily do the good thing or the smart thing every mission. But I was thinking about trying to, like, standardize a Hunchback design and then use those as, I guess, training platforms for our rookies, so that we can start to get dedicated mechs put together for some of our longer-standing pilots and keep those things assembled and ready to go. And then, you know, just have a couple of Hunchbacks for whoever's newest at the time, so that they can still be useful on the field. At least that's what I was thinking. I know, that sounds dangerously like the kind of stuff that a professional unit would do. But it just seemed like a good idea. Yeah, every military organization has at least a few training platforms. And the Hunchback is durable, can carry some decent firepower,
Talk to me.
and I think serves that purpose pretty well, in my opinion.
Copy that.
Mara, the reason that I would build training mechs instead of using the pods is because the pods only give you a certain amount of experience. I think when you upgrade them fully, you can only get 30,000 experience total, which means in order for our rookies to continue to level up, we're going to have to put them on the field. I don't mind putting them in the trainers for a little while, but at some point they're going to have to take the field, and again, something simple, cheap, and easy to replace, like a Hunchback, makes a good training platform.
All over again.
Yeah, well, that's a possibility, but again, and I've said this before, I'm not a huge fan of, like... I'm not a huge fan of cheesing the game and just putting pilots in battle armor and having them hang on just for the sake of having them in the mission to get experience. Firstly, because it makes the turns take longer for basically pilots that are doing nothing. And also because, I mean, I didn't make the campaign harder on myself just so I could then go and cheese the game anyway, and
God, I was
and
sleeping.
then
What
make
do
the
you
game
want?
easier. So, like, the point of making the game harder was not to then find ways to make the game easier.
You're asking a lot of an old guy. I'm gonna press all the buttons and you can't stop me.
Dumbass reporting for tomfoolery. AFP, good to see you.
Skipper.
Glad you could make it to our Friday stream. You are not on the field currently, but I'm sure we will get you out there before the day is over. Again, now that all the rookies have gotten a little bit of experience, I'm trying to make sure that we get a decent rotation so everybody's got a chance to get on the field. I can't promise that I'll stick to that, but I'm gonna try. See, now that I've said I'm gonna try, it absolves me of responsibility if I don't actually do it. Spoken like a true politician. And there we go. That's another vehicle off the field. So we just need to take care of this light mech and the attached elementals, and then that should be the end of the mission. Unless it's actually going to make us go to the extraction. It may do that.
Advancing, I guess. Targeting. For now from strike.
Alright, there goes the other arm on the Cephalus.
Didn't expect that.
That's true, Walla. Again, like, I could justify it. It's just... It seems very cheesy to me, and I just don't like it as a tactic. Like, I know for RP purposes you could justify it. It's just, I'm not.
As you wish.
I'm not gonna be that sweaty about the game, if I'm being honest. So there's another direct hit from Mara. Again, Mara, you are starting to get very, very accurate with that artillery.
Mission successful.
Like, if I remember, was it last stream where we were just kind of joking about Mara getting a random headshot with an artillery piece, and then that's exactly what they did, and just one-timed a light mech with a headshot? Like, I didn't even know that was possible with artillery. But it happened. And there we go. Somehow we got paid 4,700 C-bills by somebody. I'm guessing that's just the money that Dark Sarah had in their pocket when we picked them up. If so, I've been paying you jokers too much. And of course, nobody injured. No damage. Let's see what we've actually got going on. Probably not much in the way of salvage, but you never know. This is going to be one of those things where we have 11 picks, so we're going to get almost everything regardless. With that being said, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? I'll take the mech part just for the hell of it, and I guess I'll take the 100 core and sell it. Yeah, we got most of everything anyway. I don't... How many medium pulses? Yeah, we got 19. We don't need more. I'm not going to use a streak 2. ER medium lasers. Yeah, we got almost 40 of those. I think we can sell them. Let's sell the engines. I don't need a half bin of ammo for the MGs. We did get some machine gun arrays, so I'm not going to sell all machine gun ammo immediately anymore. I don't think we need another active probe. Alright. There we go. I mean, we weren't really in it for the salvage anyway. We were in it to get our pilot back, so all of that is just... That's just cream. That's all it is. The important thing is, we got Dark Sarah back. So we are not adding another name to the memorial wall just yet. And goddammit, that's the way I am. That's the way I want to run this company. No more names on the wall. And Darius is already complaining about experience. Probably because we just got Dark Sarah back and we had not leveled them up before they punched out and got lost. So let's go have a look.
Yes, Commander.
Dark Sarah, actually you don't have that much experience. I figured you'd have more, but we can go ahead and level you up. Not a big deal.
Mech warrior training complete.
Gonna be out for 14 days. I guess that's an injury. Debilitating, severity threshold, injuries. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you probably got injured being out there in the escape pod. But again, good to have them back. Good to have them back. So at this point, we now have no more missions left on this planet. We've already got a engineering upgrade in progress. We've got 2 pilots injured. We got some more going on in the mech bay. I think I am going to try and figure out this hunchback situation before we start moving, because we're going to have to go to another planet to find work. But I want to get this hunchback situation sorted out so that we can get the refits done while we're in transit. And then hopefully by the time we get there, we'll be ready. Jacob, the idea eventually is to fill up this mech bay and fill up the barracks and have enough mechs and enough pilots that we can go hog wild crazy. I don't know if we'll ever be able to afford that on the regular, but that's the dream, at least. I don't want to add any names to the wall, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. Again, we've had more than a few people get got just by random chance, so... Your time will come, don't worry. And even if it doesn't come this campaign, there will be new campaigns, there will be other games. If you want to redeem Jacob, down in the bottom left corner of the chat, you should see the dopamine hits button where your channel points are. And you can redeem as long as I think it's 5,000 points you can redeem to be put in the game. So let's see, the baby back heretic, the only thing I needed to do with this one, actually, you know what? I don't think we can do it. I don't think I can do it. Oh, we got 2 redeems, so hydration first, that is important. Remember chat, drink your water. Always drink your water. And we got Wallow with a redeem to put themselves in the game. So Wallow, that's a pretty long name. What would you like me to put as your call sign or as a short version of your name if and when we do finally get you in here? And I'm writing the names down now. Because I'm thinking Walla is probably just the best way to do it, but if you'd rather go by a different name, we can make that happen. Alright, there we go. Walla, annoying old man. Well, we've already got one old man in the company, so we may have to give you something else, but we can go with that moniker. Alright, so looking at our baby back heretic, I don't think we can actually put the mask in here now that I think about it, because... And maybe I was thinking about refitting it in a more, I guess, orthodox way. Because the mask is 2 tons. And I don't think we can do that with the current setup. Let me see. Well, maybe the clan mask. Now, the clan mask is 2 tons as well, and the regular is 2.5. Huh. Don't worry, chat. We're gonna figure this out. We are gonna figure this out. I will make this work. Somehow, some way. How do we reduce the weight without increasing the heat? And no, we're not going to put a big gun in it because we have to keep this as heretical as possible. How much heat does an ERPPC generate? 48. Oh no. Oh no. Shit, I have an idea. Although it does turn this thing from training platform into death trap. Heavy mediums. We lose some damage, because these only do 50 instead of 75. We lose a shitload of range. We lose a bunch of accuracy. But at least the heat efficiency is good. Right? Is that better or is that worse? I feel like that's worse. Damn it. Alright, let me think. Do we have any more plasma rifles? Shit, we don't. Alright, that's not an option. Maybe regular ERPPCs just to get the heat management under control? We lose a little bit of damage, but at least we keep the... Oh my. Let's see. Who was that? Crazy Lady 2296! Welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for the raid! Raiders, welcome to our Friday stream! We are playing some BTA today. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you are having an outstanding Friday. At least I hope you are. Uh-oh. And then Sierra just immediately blasting the 10 gift subs as soon as the raiders get here. So raiders, welcome. Crazy Lady, welcome as well. And Sierra, thank you so much for the gift subs. Just splatting those gift subs all over the raiders. So if you got a gift sub, please thank our generous patron here, Mr. Sierra. And yeah, looks like you guys are playing Avatar, the new Avatar game that just came out. How was it? Is it any good? I have heard mixed things so far. So I'm curious what you guys think of it. But yeah, as for us, we are playing some BTA, which is a BattleTech game. It's a tactical game if you're not familiar with it. My name is Maria Miran, and I do play this a lot. We play a lot of BTA on this channel. But I do occasionally play some other games. Usually space games, usually tactical games. I'm kind of a space sci-fi nerd, so if you like that kind of stuff, you'll definitely get it here in this channel. Oh, alright. Oh, Kailani, I see you there. I see you there in the raid party. So welcome to the stream, first of all. But yeah, okay. Might be worth having a look at then. Yeah, that's fair, Sierra. We are all the biggest and sweatiest of nerds in this channel. Yeah? And Kailania gifting 3 months of sub to Crazy Lady himself. Kailania, thank you so much for the generosity. Again, you guys don't have to do that. It makes me feel bad, but thank you. Thank you so much for the support, Kailania. Very pretty and has some nice things that could be fixed, but it's amazing. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know disappointment is kind of the name of the game when it comes to, like, AAA space these days, so good that you found something that you enjoyed. I know that's a rarity in these trying times. Let's see. So, in terms of the ERPPCs, I can't do that either because they're too heavy. So, chat, you guys have got to help me here. How do we do this? That is true, Mara. We call ourselves the Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions, but certain members of the chat are also the kings of bad financial decisions. However, you do you. If that's what you want to do with your disposable income, then that's on you. I'm not going to be the one that has to explain it to the tax man at the end of the year. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Sierra. It's just, I'm not used to charity. You gotta understand. Like, I'm not used to people giving me things. And as I said before, that's definitely not the reason I started streaming. I just did this because I wanted to play games, and I thought it would be fun to play games with other people. So, here we are. ER larges. Mara says ER larges. Alright, let's see what we can do with ER larges. My problem with the ER larges, though, is we're gonna lose some damage. No. Bad question, Lemur. We're not putting ballistics in the baby back. We cannot put a hunch on the hunchback. It's unacceptable. 2 large chem lasers with 2 tons of ammo. Well, you know how I feel about energy weapons that use ammunition, first of all. And second of all, we don't actually have any chem lasers currently. And I don't think we're going to have any in the shop. We can check. I don't think we're going to have any in the store. I mean, I'm willing to give it a try. No, but we do have... Oh. We have some plasma rifles, chat. We don't have any ammo for them, though. We currently have all of our plasma rifle ammo in the Rifleman 2C. But I was thinking we could go back to basics with the baby back. Yeah. Chad, I don't think we can do it. Like, we gotta keep the heresy alive, but I don't think that we can, because PPCs and plasma rifles are about the only thing that are powerful enough. Well, then again, plasma rifle's only 50 damage, so technically the ER large is going to be doing more damage. And it doesn't have a minimum range, does it? No, it doesn't. Alright. Alright. We will try it. And no, we're gonna put the tag in this thing because we want them to get close. So if we're gonna have them get very, very close, I want them to have a tag so we can tag our enemies. On the plus side, that also means that we can take out some of the heat sinks, but then we have the opposite problem of now we have a whole bunch of extra tonnage, and the only way to fill that tonnage is with a big gun. Which is exactly what I'm trying to avoid doing. Chat, you're killing me here. You're killing me, chat. Dang it. Dang it. We just don't have enough options. We could potentially increase the engine. What engines do we have? We got a 300 and a 315. If I put a 300 in it, even if we put the 315 in it, oh, that's a 7-Eleven hunchback. That's a convenience store hunchback right there. But then we got to try. I mean, we can take out a heat sink. There you go. We could probably take out more heat sinks than that because we're sinking 36 heat, and we don't need to sink that much heat. Let's see. We'll take out 2 more. And that's going to put us at -12, so we could take out yet another one. Honestly, we could probably take them all out. Yeah, we're at heat neutral with no additional heat sinks. Oh, now, this is... But what do we do with the extra 6 tons, though, chat? Like, if I had a 400 engine, I would put it in here. I absolutely would. Oh, we do need the mask. We do need the mask. Alright, we'll put the mask in. And I don't think that's going to show up here. Like, I don't think it applies the mask modifier to what we see here in the movement. But even then, that's only 46.5, and we're maxed out on armor. Do we have... We don't have any laser FCSs. I do have a laser zoom array, but we can't standardize that because I've only got one of them. Oh, wait, hold up, chat. Hold up. We got some plasma rifle ammo in the hold. You know what? You're right. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I know. We're trying to keep the hunchback without its hunch. However, this is going to be a trainer. It's not going to be heresy. So, maybe Gravelion is actually correct. Maybe, instead of heresy, instead of a baby back, maybe we do something a little more traditional. Not fully orthodox hunchback, but something a little more traditional. Okay, here we go. Again, these are going to be trainers. We want them to be cheap, we want them to be easily replaceable. Because we're going to be putting rookies in these things. So, we don't want to put a bunch of very expensive equipment, aside from the Clan XL engine that we've already got in it. Okay, so we're going to up this to a 270. Again, I'm trying to standardize the design here. So then we drop a ton of ammo. That'll still give us 10 full turns of shooting. And then... I want a tag. Can we put the light tag? There we go. How about that? Again, it's not a fully orthodox hunchback. But we got the medium lasers. We got an Ultra AC-10. We put a tag in it because it's going to be getting close. So the tag will help our accuracy. We can use our rookies as disposable spotters, basically. And the only really expensive and hard to replace components in this design are going to be the mask and potentially the 270 engine. The XL is expensive to install, but we've got a bunch of them, and we're in clan space, so we can always get more clan XLs. That's not a problem. The mask and the 270 are the only ifs. Those are the only things we really have to worry about. Everything else is common. And we're still fully armored. And it gives you traditionalists your hunchback back. Alright. We'll go with this for now. Don't worry, I haven't given up on hunchback heresy, but we do need some rookie training platforms. So we're gonna call this the I don't know. Now. Training wheels. I like it. I like it. For a trainer, do pulses make more sense for higher hit chance? That's not a bad idea. The only problem is going to be the tonnage. So right now, on the heat efficiency, we're 17 over on our heat if we full alpha. So basically, the intention for this platform is to fire either the AC-10 or the lasers. We're not going to full alpha very much. By putting in pulses, we would have to then sacrifice either heat sinks, or we would have to sacrifice armor in order to make that work. And since we're already on a deficit of heat management, we don't want to remove heat sinks, but we also don't want to remove armor from a platform that's going to have a rookie in it. Because they're going to need to take as many hits as they can. Intermech name, TW1, training wheels 12. You know what? We're going to call it... There you go. We're gonna call it the toddler bag. Because we're only gonna be putting doughy baby rookies in these things. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. And baby back has more of a ring to it. How about that? That way we know, not to be confused with the actual baby bag. Oh, Paladin, welcome to the stream on a Friday, and thank you for the follow. I see BattleTech, I follow, says Paladin. Well, hopefully your standards are a little higher in other aspects of your life. But thank you all the same. Alright, now let's do the same thing with the 4G, and that way we'll have 2 trainers that we can use. Sierra. Yeah? You know what? I don't even have to look, and I already know what happened. Sierra, thank you, once again, for gifting yet another sub. This time to Paladin, first time chatter. Sierra, thank you so much for the generosity, and Paladin... Welcome to the Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions, where, as always, we only have one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. Please do enjoy. Let's see. We will grab the mask. We will grab the light tag. We need an AC-10, but we're going to use the clan version because it's lighter. We need... Wait, did we use clan? I think we used clan ER mediums, or did we use regular ER mediums? I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember now that I think about it. And we'll figure it out. So on our heat management, we only need regular heat sinks. We also need some ammo. I think we were putting 2 bins in, which gives us 2 full rounds of shooting. before we run out of AC ammo. And then we need, I think it was 3 heat sinks, if I'm not mistaken. 3 just regular basic bitch heat sinks. And why are we overweight? Oh, right, because we took just a little bit of armor off the arms. I think we did it like this. Yeah, there it is. There it is. And Ice Zara says, finally got a day to see you live. Well, welcome to Bezos TV over from what I assume is the YouTubes. Glad you could join us for a live show. Although, again, as I've said many times before, just keep in mind, we are quite a bit farther ahead here on Twitch than we are on the YouTubes, but hopefully that's not too much of a problem, and hopefully the stream will be entertaining all the same. And let's double check. Yeah, I think we were using just the regular ERs because the clan ERs put us at a higher heat. So let's just go with regular old inner sphere ER medium lasers. And that's... there it is. Okay, that puts us exactly where we want to be. Outstanding. We'll rename this one as well. And that gives us our 2 training platforms. And yeah, the end. Welcome to the stream as well on a Friday. Glad to see you. Glad you can join us. And you do not have to apologize for being late. You being able to be here at all is enough. And I say that for everybody. You don't have to feel bad about not being here from the start or not staying for the whole stream. You don't have to feel bad if you're not donating or gifting subs. Just having you here and joining us for the stream is all you need to make me happy. So glad you're here, glad you could make it. And same to you as well, Hell's Razor. Glad you could join us as well. Hopefully you're having an outstanding Friday. Alright, so we've got our baby back trainers all set up to go, and now we need to consider navigation. Where are we headed next? And I said vengeance. And when I said vengeance, I mean we're going to find something a little more difficult. We've been sticking to 1 and 2 skull planets. We're going to go for a 3 skull or higher today. And we're going to see what we can do. And Sierra, once again, just making it rain gift subs on people today. Sierra, again, thank you so much. Thank you for the gift sub to Hell's Razor. And Hell's Razor, welcome to the Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions. Yeah, you guys don't have to worry. If you get the cockpit clean-out detail, we do now have the pressure washers installed in the mech bay. That was mostly on request. But it was taking you guys too long to do it with the toothbrush and the sponge. So it's not really for you. It's just a matter of expedience. But all the same, you get to play with a power washer now. So that's fun, right? And speaking of, here we go. Here's a 3 skull planet right away. It's going to take us 19 days to get there. What type of planet? Oh, it's a Terran world. Outstanding. Well, chat, I think we got our next target lined up already. Well, hold on. Oh, never mind. I saw a Jade Falcon world was being raided, and I was hoping it was Steiner so that we could go help them, but it turns out Wolf is just attacking Jade Falcons. I can neither confirm nor deny the reports that cleaning out the mech cockpits are very, very similar to a certain infamous sequence in the film Pulp Fiction. Although there's less Quentin Tarantino and use of certain slurs, but the situation is roughly the same. If you know, you know. But yeah, let's go to Moritz. It's a 3 skull planet. We're still going to be fighting Clan Wolf. It'll be a little more challenge, and hopefully we'll be able to get some better salvage. Well, good to hear, Hell's Razor. It's always good to get off of work, especially when you have to go in at the last minute. Uh-oh, we got an event. Alright, what do we got going on? No techs, no mechs. After receiving a troubling message from Yang, you rush down to the mech bay. Yang pushes between a mob of mech warriors and mech techs entangled in a shoving match at the Eddie Laserhand's feet. Man, don't be fucking with my Eddie Laserhands. A message welded onto the Eddie Laserhand's torso reads, "No techs, no mechs." Alright. Who's welding graffiti onto our assault mech? Because somebody's about to get fired. Smoke Jumper! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Glad to see you. Hopefully you're having an outstanding Friday. Glad you could join us. Yeah? And, god damn it, Sierra, is there anybody in this chat that you're not gonna gift sub today? Once again, thank you for the massive generosity and the massive chicken, Sierra. For gifting a sub to Smoke Jumper 42. Smoke Jumper, welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions. Hopefully you enjoy your time and the Ecto Cooler. Let's see. You depend on us. A scrawny mech tech with a black eye shoves a wrench at the mech jockeys to emphasize every word. We deserve respect, and that means a raise. I'll give you what you deserve, Gravelion rushes forward, but General Quarters and Yang pull him back from the tech. We're the ones risking our necks. Yang raises his voice before anyone can comment. Shut your traps, all of you. How do you want to handle this, boss? I'm not gonna leave anything to Darius. Darius couldn't find his ass with both hands in a map. So I'm not going to let him decide anything. We could discipline the mech techs, but they're not wrong. I mean, at this point, without the mech techs, we don't have mechs. We can set aside $500K for more funds for the mech techs, or we can allocate a 1 million C-bill year-end bonus for both mech techs and mech warriors. Chat, we got the liquid funds. And everybody works hard. I think I gotta go with the million C-bill bonus for everybody. Everybody gets a raise. Everybody gets a raise. I'm gonna be Space Oprah up in this piece. You get a raise, and you get a raise. Everybody gets a raise. 1 million C-bills. You climb up onto the scaffolding, raising your voice so all can hear. Each and every one of you works hard to ensure the success of this outfit, and you all deserve a bonus, regardless of rank or title. Everybody looks up at you, murmuring in surprise. Our lives aren't easy along the periphery, but each of you depends on others to survive out here. We're not actually in the periphery, but I get that this event was not written for this. Mech techs and mech warriors, you're two sides of the same coin. Time for you to recognize it. You pause for a moment, letting your words sink in. We'll set aside 1 million C-bills for a one-time bonus to be divided equally. Heads nod in the crowd, and some people even cheer in agreement. When you check on the mech bay later that day, you notice Gravelion and General Quarters hauling equipment over to the mech techs as they weld fresh armor over the Eddie Laserhand's scorched torso. Outstanding. Each crew member is pitching in and working harder than you'd expect, despite the tension earlier. Yang pats you on the back. Smell that, boss? That's the smell of progress. Morale increased by 4. The company gains 4 tech points for 30 days. Gravelion gets dependable, and General Quarters gets high spirits for 30 days. I mean, if we were ever going to give anybody a raise, now was the time. So probably best case scenario on the resolution for that. And as I've said before, I do try to light RP these things, like what would I do in this scenario? Let's see, 1 day left, so we're about to finish up the upgrade. Let's head to engineering and see what else we can do, because we don't actually have that many upgrades left for the Argo. I do kind of want to work on the drop tonnage, because this will open up more mech bays, but I don't think we need it just yet, and it's also very, very expensive. In the meantime, we could do some work in the mech bay. 30 days, we can get our last tech point upgrade. We could go for the training modules, just to maximize that 30K experience. See, this is the problem, though. You only get 50 experience a day from the training modules, so it's not really a substitute for actual combat experience. We could upgrade the lounge. I keep talking about upgrading the lounge, and I haven't done it yet. Or we could go medbay. It's very expensive, but it would make a pretty huge difference in, you know, when our pilots actually get injured. Again, we've got the money. Let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna do this medbay upgrade. Get it out of the way. So now you jokers won't be able to soak up your salaries in a hospital bed anymore. Especially after I just gave everybody a raise. Alright. So that's good. We got a financial report in less than a week. We might make it there before then, but it's unlikely. Darkseer's about to be out of the hospital as well, which is good. That means everybody will be ready to be on the field by the time we get to the next planet. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and stop real quick and go to the mech bay. There was something that I wanted to do in the mech bay, and that was... Right, so we have a bunch of this stuff. Like, we have the Chaparral that we got salvaged for that I never put together. We also have a couple of other mechs, if I remember right, that I never actually put together. So I want to do that real quick so we can have that working. We got a Fire Moth. God, the Fire Moth is ugly as sin. I keep forgetting to do this. Let me see. There were some others. Oh, the Rifleman 2C that we got. I forgot about that one.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Let me see. I'm just scanning over the parts here to see what we have. Do you have this other part? I'm just gonna sell it. It's not gonna be worth a lot of money, but we don't really need another Chaparral part. I think I'm also gonna sell these. The Rifleman parts that we've been sitting on for a long time, I think I'm just gonna get rid of them, because now we have 2 Rifleman 2Cs. So I don't think there's much point in holding out for the older variant of it, and that'll give us some more funds. But I think there were a couple more clan light mechs that we were able to put together. Oh, that's okay, Smoke Jumper. I mean, at the end of the day, if you'd rather stick with the YouTube series, that's fine. Again, you're gonna see largely the same gameplay here. I mean, I'm not really... It's the same campaign. It's just, you know, we're gonna be 20, 30 hours ahead of where the YouTube series is. But if you're jumping in now, there's still gonna be quite a few episodes that you will have missed between where YouTube is now and where we are currently. So it's still worth watching both. Let me see. We have that Cougar that we've got in storage. And then... Oh, right, the Kit Foxes. Look at all these Kit Fox parts. This is from that target acquisition mission that I was telling you guys about. Like, we got a lot of Kit Fox parts from that.
Is cleared for fighting.
Alright, FP. Well, we will... unless you take the rest of the day to get food, we will definitely be here when you get back. And actually, look at that. We've actually got enough parts to put together one more of these. So that's 2 Kit Foxes that we're able to put together. And I think that's it. Oh, yeah, that's fine, Smoke Jumper. Ask away. Even if I don't answer, we got plenty of folks that have been here for most, if not all, of the streams. So if you do have questions, someone can answer. After all, just remember to keep this in mind. If you ever want the correct answer to a question, give someone the wrong answer, because the fastest way to get the correct answer on the internet is to say the wrong answer. I'm gonna sell these. I mean, we're getting like 1,000 C-bills for one of these battle armor parts. We're not gonna use them. Correct. Actually pushes up glasses. Alright, we'll hang on to the rest. For now. I was actually kind of disappointed because we didn't get that Cephalus part from the search and rescue mission. if we had, we might have been able to build one of these and steal the XL engine from it. Or the XXL engine from it, I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and break this thing down. We're gonna store these, because we don't really need them at the moment. I mostly just built them so we can sell them. Okay, look at this. I haven't done this. Like, look at this mech, though. It's so ugly. Like, its arms are turned to the... Okay. Not only are the arms up in the air for some stupid reason, but if you look at the hands, the thumb is on the top, which means this orientation of the arms is the correct orientation. This is not a mistake. This mech was designed to have its arms in this position. Like, I don't understand why you would design a mech like this. The rest of the mech is pretty, well, I mean, it's utilitarian, it's unimaginative. But this! Why this? You took a 5 out of 10 and you turned it into a 1 out of 10. It's just... It's hideous, chat. It is so ugly. Anyway, that's my fire moth rant. That's my fire moth rant. Battle armor platform, says Dizzy Buttons. Well, first of all, Dizzy Buttons, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Hopefully you're having a great Friday. And second of all, that's the other problem. I have a genetic allergy to battle armor. Now, we have used battle armor in this campaign, but battle armor makes me break out in hives. That's why we don't use them anymore. And Sierra, once again, thank you for the gift sub. Again, making it rain gift subs on basically everybody in chat today. Thank you so much, Sierra. I appreciate it immensely. And of course, Dizzy Buttons, welcome to the Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions. Please enjoy the Ecto Cooler Kool-Aid. I promise there's no poison in it. It could, yeah, okay. National Guard Blackjack with 6 flamers, though, that actually sounds like a little bit of fun. I mean, Chet, I did some testing on the Piranha as well. And it's actually kind of beefy if you stick 12 clan flamers in it. I don't currently have 12 clan flamers, but if we do, something to think about. Anyway, back to the Argo. So we can go ahead and get to our destination and start blowing some stuff up. Because we've only done one mission so far this stream, and we're already an hour and a half in.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
So first we'll visit the store, as you do. Even though Clan Wolf currently hates us, we might still find something decent. Let's see. What do we have? Nothing really out of the ordinary. Oh, what is this? Laser pulse module. This weapon adds 1 or more new fire modes. Oh, okay. So does this basically turn a regular laser into a pulse laser? That's an interesting attachment. Yes, you are correct, Paladin. I mean, really, bad tactical decisions and BattleTech sort of go hand in hand. I mean, when I see this, though, laser pulse module, you guys know what I'm thinking, right? Like, the first place that my mind goes is put these on heavy lasers. Correct, Smoke Jumper. This is, in fact, BTA. And because we haven't done it in a while, just in case there's anybody in the chat that does not know what BTA is, it is a mod for the 2018 game BattleTech, and it is 100% free if you already own the game, and adds a whole bunch of stuff and moves the timeline forward about 40 years from the base game. let's see. Does it say that we can't use these with heavies? What does it say? Oh, yeah. No, you're right. That's... Boo! It can target the following weapon types. Standard and ER inner sphere lasers. That is some BS. Well, okay, we're not going to use those then. F that. Let's see. Crude Gauss ammo. Heavy rifle ammo. Yeah, nothing really grabbing my attention here. Although a large binary laser is fun. Yeah, alright, doo-doo. Let's see what's in the command center. What kind of missions we got on this planet? Hopefully something good. Alright, we got 5 missions for a whole range of clients. Price of Freedom, an assassination mission. We've got a duo-duel in the jungle for the Capellans. We do like duels. This is an unlimited tonnage, and we do actually have an assault mech now. Alright, Sierra, we'll be here when you get back. Foreclosure, this is going to be a defend base mission. I do like the salvage on that one, though. That's outstanding salvage. Corporate Secrets, a recovery mission, and then Clash of Titans. Oh, because Titan, that means probably another assault mech. Well, chat. This might have been a very fortuitous move. But I think we're going to start with a duo-duel, as you do. I mean, how can we not do a duel? And of course, because it's a duel, I kind of want to take the money. Because as we discovered, even when you take the salvage on a duel, you're very, very unlikely to actually get any of the salvage that you want. Because you're not really allowed to pick anything. So even though every fiber of my being says, take the salvage, I think we're going to go with the money because 1,000,000 C-bills is actually really tempting. For something that's probably going to take us a few minutes. And General Quarters, I can understand as the one who bit the dust in one of the duo duels. I 100% understand if you don't want to join us for this one. Let's see. So we are going to clear the lands, because we're only allowed to take 2 mechs, and we already know the 2 mechs that we're going to take. The 2 heaviest boys we have in the company, which is going to be the Commander in the Diet Awesome, and Rix in the Eddie Laserhands, and we will have to see how well we do here. Alright, let's make it hot. And considering that the Eddie Laserhands has 6 heavy-medium lasers, we are, in fact, going to be making it very, very hot in the near future. Then again, 6 heavy lasers, that's 300 damage. That's a lot of light show. And I don't think we've been able to really use the full alpha volley from the Eddie Laserhands yet, so hopefully with this duel we will get a good opportunity to see both of these mechs really cut loose for a change. And Horrid Luck, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us on a Friday. As always, I hope your Friday is going outstanding. And if it isn't, hopefully it will be better now that you're here. We are in the foreplay of the weekend, so for those of you that are already done with your workday and joining us for the stream, welcome in, and hopefully your weekend is going to be a good one. And I guess because Sierra brought it up at the beginning of the stream, I do also want to take a moment to wish all of you a happy whatever holiday you celebrate this time of year. Whether that be Christmas, or Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or Festivus, or whatever thing makes this time of year special for you and your friends and family, I hope you have a good one. I just want to go ahead and say that now while I'm thinking about it.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, let's see what we're up against. Are you not gonna give us the... Aw, they're not gonna give us the little preview of what we're fighting. Well, that's okay. We've done this dual map before. We already know what we're up against, so I think we just go ahead and get stuck in. There's our first enemy contact.
Roger that.
And let's see. Are they gonna get close enough? They are not gonna get close enough.
Standing by.
Alright.
Hauling ass.
Oh, you know we're going to, Bolo. We are gonna give them the business. I don't think we're close enough, but I'm gonna active ping anyway. Since we can't actually shoot at anything currently. Yeah, we're not quite close enough. That's okay. Did these guys... Oh no, you know what? We might actually be up against two assault mechs, because look, they're both stuck in Initiative Phase 2, and the only stuff in Initiative 2 is usually going to be an assault mech. So we might actually be up against some big guns this time around. Which I'm not going to complain about if that's the case. The more assaults, the merrier. Alright, let's go. Let's see what you got. Neither one of them actually crested the hill. It's almost like they're afraid of us. You know what? I'm gonna reserve.
Aye, aye.
And they're gonna reserve. And I'm gonna reserve. And I want Rex and the Eddie Laserhands to go first. Because this is our assault mech. And I want them to be the one that actually makes first contact.
Waiting for the right move.
Yeah, we're in terrain disadvantage, but the computer is doing the cheese thing. It thinks that I'm trying to cheese, and so it's also cheesing and reserving.
I've got your back.
So they wasted what little advantage they had. I don't know what we're up against, so I'm not going to get into melee range just yet.
Accelerating to maximum speed.
Alright, we got a Royal Champion and a Glass Spider. Well, the Glass Spider is medium lasers and PPCs. And we got an ER PPC and a Gauss on the Royal Champion. Alright, okay, I see you. Well, Chad? I think we all know what time it is. It's time for the full alpha. And we're going to do it on the Glass Spider because the Glass Spider has less evasion. As a matter of fact, nah, I'm not going to... I was going to Battle Lord, but we don't have the heat capacity for that, so full alpha it is. Here we go.
Triggering an alpha strike.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you love to see it. Got both hits on the autocannon. Oh. Champion's going to melee. Alright, alright. That's okay. That is okay.
What's up, boss? Acknowledged.
And let's see. Since we've already got it, let's go precise strike. And even though we're probably not going to get the headshot, I'm going to take the headshot anyway. Full alpha. Going for the dome.
Giving him everything I've got.
Holy shit, chat. We got the headshot.
Hostile eliminated.
You love to see it. Well, that's one down. Suddenly the Glass Spider is looking a lot more like a glass
My
cannon.
lead.
Orders.
The sad thing is, getting that 4 salvageable parts, even if we had taken all of the salvage potential, there's no way we would have gotten it, because the weapon systems and everything else would have screwed us out of it.
Location confirmed.
And already, the Glass Spider is overheating itself with those heavy lasers. You know, that's very unfortunate for you, my friend. Perhaps you should have considered that.
Confirmed.
Well, they can consider it for all 3 minutes of the rest of their life.
You'll have to do better than that, whelp.
They are going for headshots, though. They are absolutely going for headshots.
Got my attention.
But you know what we're gonna do. And what we're gonna do is give them the full alpha plus the melee. Or I'm gonna try to, but we may not be able to do that with Stone Cold. Chad, do we gamble everything? Because I feel like we have to alpha. I feel like we have to melee, I'm sorry. Though we're getting the armor stripped off of this thing very, very quickly. I mean, we're only just barely gonna overheat. I think it's worth it. And we want to hit this guy on the right side. I don't think we can get the right side. Yeah, he has intentionally turned his right side away from us. Cult of bad decisions. Agreed. Do it. We're gonna kick and we're gonna full alpha.
Follow my lead. To hell with the weapon.
Oh, you missed. That was not a good thing to miss on, my friend.
I'll break him in two.
So we did not overheat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're taking some damage, chat. We're taking some damage.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
Rex is in a bad spot. That's okay. Because, we're bringing up the rear here. Do I go for the headshots again? Because we could end this very quickly, or we could melee. I mean, we got really good chances to headshot this guy. What do you think, chat? Headshot or melee? What do you think? We gotta do this to save Rex. I don't think they're gonna survive another turn. Alright, melee it is. No, I don't want precision strike. I want melee. So when they come in, we're going to get him behind him. We're going to give him the full alpha. Kick him in the back and then shoot him with 3 PPCs. Come on. Come on.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we got a leg, which is at least going to take this guy down. Hopefully they don't fall on Rex. Oh, and we got something else. Alright, come on, Rex. Come on, Rex. You can do it. You're bleeding out, but you can do it. You have to exact vengeance.
I'll get right back up.
Alright, we're not going to be able to melee, and we're missing most of our weapon systems because that entire side of the mech got blown off. But we can still put 3 heavy lasers into him. Or, now, we're not gonna DFA without a leg. That's a bad I was thinking we could drop kick to try to finish this. But the Eddie Laser Hands is missing a leg. That's not a great idea. Alright. So I think we spin it. We precision strike. And I think we're going to go for the torso just to try and end this as quickly as we can.
Firing.
And you only hit with 1. That is not good, Rex. That is not good. That's okay. That is okay. Because the boss is here to save the day. I mean, look at this. We're firing 3 clan ERPPCs a turn, and we are building up 0 heat on this thing. Royal Black Knight is awesome. That was the glass spider and its heavy lasers basically dancing circles around Rex and stripping the armor off. It was just some bad rolls is all.
Locked on for physical attack.
But that's okay.
Let's get this done
because we win anyway.
Tango down.
That first headshot was a doozy, but man,
Mission successful.
the Eddie Laserhands took a pretty bad hit on that one. Not gonna lie. For just a second there, I feel like Rex's life was flashing in front of my eyes. But that's alright, we brought it back. We brought it back. Victor Lee. And if you get that reference, you are way too old. Yeah, didn't get much on this one, but I'm not surprised. We weren't doing it for the salvage. Defeat lovers. Yes, this is the star-crossed lovers where they're basically eloping. And yeah, so basically we just killed Romeo and Juliet in a mech duel. Like, for the 10th time this campaign. Apparently, that's very common here in the BattleTech universe. Yeah, like, they knew each other for 3 days, and they were stealing assault and heavy mechs and going on rampages. Like, somebody had to take care of this.